Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of the Federation. This is Gadriel here, and today we are playing a 2v2 with Arevaci and Suebi on defense versus Saba and Seleucid on attack. Looks like Arevaci's going to be fighting Seleucid and Suebi's going to be fighting Saba. Artillery is shooting into the lines. We have ourselves a noble swordsman general called Chevron, which honestly, guys, I recommend never bringing the noble swordsman with Saba. They're not that great. They don't got javelins. They're pretty shit. Don't let the stats lie to you. They have decent stats. It's just they're not worth it. They aren't. Mariboro guard. Chevron. Triple chevron each. Honestly, probably could have brought some more Mariboro guard instead of it, but the main money for Saba is your Mazgat Marauders if you're gonna go infantry wise. He went heavy, so he kind of lost the infantry base. So right now I'm focusing, as I'm playing Arevaci, I'm focusing infantry, his heavy infantry first. Now, one thing you need to understand about galleons is you're about to see why they are not useful at all. Watch, see how fast this unit dropped. Because you can actually shoot underneath and just slaughter them. I've already brought it down to 84. Yeah, they're getting massacred right now. And they're all clumped up. I brought this unit down to 35. It hasn't even gotten to the walls yet. I don't recommend bringing galleons at all. How many kills do I have on my artillery? 242. And I still have ammo left. Like that Mazgat, that Mariboro guard got absolutely clapped. We also have a unit in the back over here. Where are you? His artillery, his movable artillery piece. I don't know why he brought it back there. Now, Iberian swordsmen and the spearmen have a lot of javelins. They're like thorough spears, but in my opinion, I think they're a lot better. They don't have the armor, but they have the javelins, and you can get a lot of good kills with just javelins. Now Seleucid's on the walls, full-fledged. We have someone at the gate. What unit is Mazgats? We'll go back to the gate here in a second. We're just taking a look. Desert Levy getting slaughtered by Bloodsworn. Bloodsworn fighting Thorax Swords. Seleucid brought actually in a decent army. Now, I don't recommend the Silver Shield Pikemen, especially on attack. They're too expensive. I would have brought maybe some Royal Peltis for the javelins. Now we have Archer Fire into the Iberian Swords, which isn't a bad target because Iberian Swords don't have a lot of armor, especially if you're shooting front shot into them. They're just like the Bloodsworn, but Bloodsworn, in my opinion, are always bread and butter. They're always the greatest. You're going to get more out of the Bloodsworn than you are the Iberian Swordsman. You have to use the javelins. We're outside the gate now. Mazgat's fighting Arevaci noble fighters. And we have ourselves some Arabian cavalry chevron charging in. Now, in the long run, if this cavalry doesn't cycle and they just stay in, the cavalry is going to lose. They are medium cavalry going against very heavy melee infantry. The Mazgots are already taking heavy losses, and now they're exhausted because of their frenzy charge. That's not going to end well for them out there. Getting side javies on thorax swords right here. Get as many easily cheeky kills as you can. Now, teamwork kind of messed up right here. He didn't notice I was javying. I purposely had this unit set to the side so I could javy it. We have some Silver Shield Swordsmen in. If you notice, Suebi is only using one unit to hold back 4 or 5 units at a time. It's because he's doing his cycles, and that one unit's doing the same work as all 5 of these units put together, but all 5 of these units are in combat, so they're going to be exhausted no matter what. They may be fresh right now, like this guy way back here is active. He's fresh. He's fresh. Active. Because they're all technically engaged in combat. Check outside the gate, see who's winning this fight. The Arevaci noble fighters at 137 kills, only 28 losses, and they're already down to only 2 cav instead of the 3, and the Mazgot Marauders. The nobles are going to win that fight. Alright, now we got all this units charging that swordsman. These guys have been pulling through all fight pretty much. You'll notice that towards the very soon. We do have noble fighters, 6 noble fighters, and then I think it's 6 swordmasters back here. We have 1 swordmaster at the gate over here just to back up the general. Not the general, but the noble fighter. But the noble fighter didn't need it, so now he's moving it over to this flank right here to hold against this. Now, the thorax swords are going to get out javelined because I got more javelins than he does. But Seleucid is now fully in. Saba is pretty much depleted. Our front line was just a bunch of light infantry. Our main objective was to do as much damage to the thorax and everything as possible, and we've pretty much got all of them engaged, and they're all injured. Even the swords, silver shields, are injured. So now we're just going to try to clean up over here. We had some Bloodsworn that routed outside come back. They came in to help clean up. I'm going to get this guy eventually inside and move him over to the flank to help out the Swordmaster. We just finished up this thorax. Well, we're finishing up this thorax right now. Getting some javelin fire into the side of these silver shields. Getting that noble fighter back inside with 203 kills. Suebi is shooting, but I don't know what he's shooting at. He's shooting at the ground over here. I think he was trying to get these guys, but they got out of range.
Pick your targets!
Yeah, but all these thorax are pretty beat up. Winded silver shields versus fresh Iberian swords. The general is in combat. General took 14 losses so far. The Iberian swordsman fighting Eastern spearmen. Where is that noble? Cycle charging the front line. Notice he's pulling through right here. Now guys, don't do this to your teammates. Mr. Thunder was shooting his arrows into the enemies, but they're also hitting the backs of my men. So just be very careful at friendly fire, because that is a thing in the game. Friendly fire does happen a lot. My build on this was 7 Arevaci Noble Fighters, 2 Balearic Slingers, 2 Iberian Spearmen, and I believe that's 9, 10, 11, I want to say 9 Iberian Swordsmen. I love the Iberian Swordsmen. They're one of my favorite units in the game. They definitely get the job done. I gotta support that. I'm holding here so that way these guys don't get flanked and we can finish off all this. We have Sabian archers that are trying to kill off these units that are backing up the Bloodsworn. We have archers now shooting directly into Swordmasters, which honestly most of the time if you ever see me play, I'll let that happen. I'll let them hit my Swordmaster's head on with archer fire because the Swordmaster's armor can take it. Will this Swordmaster get out of there? He will. They stopped. Bloodsworn getting his kills. We're moving back this noble fighter and the sword master. We ended up losing this flank because this collapsed over here. But we already did enough damage with our first wave that our elites should be able to just clean up the mess. So all we're doing right now is doing as much damage as possible to these guys. Saba decided to go full-fledged in. Bloodsworn pulling out to get another cycle before that Iberian swordsman breaks, but they're getting shot in the back by archers. Take a look at what's happening in the back. What's he shooting at? Oh, he's trying to hit the general. Now, if he was smart, he should have moved it right here on this tree line over on this cliff and shot fire shot into the back of these guys. My clump over here. These guys right here. Forgot you guys can't see my mouse. I need to set it up so you can. Got to the archers a little bit, but didn't do as much. They finally broke through over here. Saba is moving forward. Seleucid is going to move forward. There's 7 minutes left of the battlefield. Saba's continuing his barrage on the Suebi general with explosive shot. Do not use explosive shot, guys. It's only good against light infantry. It's not good against heavy infantry. All it does is knock them over and they get back up. It takes like 3 or 4 shots from the explosive shots to actually kill a heavy infantryman. Saba's archers are being decimated by the Suebi archers. Really good at macroing his archers and taking advantage of this. He might lose 1 or 2, but Saba's going to end up losing a lot more. He clumped his archers up, so now it's a bigger hit. Less chances of missing, more chances of killing. What is he shooting at? Is he shooting head on into my noble fighters? So this part up here is a little glitchy. Sometimes it's hard to actually shoot your archers. But now he's clumped up. This is not good for archers right here. But he's already won the fight. The Saban archers have been silenced. We have Seleucid marching forward, not running his units so he doesn't get them exhausted. He's keeping them fresh. Got my Balearic slingers up, moving to the side to get side shots on them. I'm moving this noble fighter that's fought already up just to get as many kills as possible. It's more of a sacrificial lamb at this point. He's already got me 243 kills. I'm just trying to do as much damage to the silver shields. His other swordmaster came up and is backing me. I'm trying to figure out where his other one that was already in combat went. Yeah, he's right here. He probably should have sent the depleted one up, but so shield pikemen are on the front line. Got another swordmaster cycling in. I'm moving up another noble fighter. Sorry, guys. Seleucid is retreating, trying to get his pikemen in there. Now this is constituted as pike stacking, which is it's looked down upon in the Total War community, but at this point there's really nothing Seleucid could do, and my Balearics are going to just chop down that pike. Balearics have armor piercing, meaning they're going to kill, even if they're shooting head on, they still can kill a bunch of heavily armored infantry, such as the Silver Shield pikemen. But I am going to end up losing probably this noble. Now, if only these guys would actually think and just throw straight into the pikes right here, but They're more targeted on these guys as they're closer. Your units target the most expensive and most threatening infantry there is. So they're going to target the silver shields. Saba is now in combat. We have 2 minutes left of the fight. I'm just throwing javelins into Saba. Snow Fighter's fighting to his very end. He's at 31 men remaining, 30 men remaining. Saba pulled through right there, but it doesn't matter. Saba's already dead. This battle's already lost for the attackers. We have archer fire hitting the backs of the pikes. We got the pikes completely surrounded. Those eastern spearmen aren't going to do much against that swordmaster. That swordmaster will clean that up. Mr. Thunder caught this. I didn't. He's going to end up pulling through and going straight from my range. Mr. Thunder caught that before I could even do anything. I think right now I retaliate to it, react to it. He's already setting up swordmasters. This is all about teamwork, guys. If you see your teammate doesn't notice something like that, let your teammate know. Come in and help. Army loss is about to kick in. I still have 4 noble fighters in the back that haven't seen combat. So, and he still has 3 swordmasters. So my teammate came in and actually saved my ass right there. Pikemen, only good if they're facing the enemy, which they are right now. But if you notice, the swordmaster's pulling off to come around the back side of it. I have to keep a noble fighter, or keep some. Oh, there. The fight's over. We have 5 seconds remaining. Alright, let's take a look at the army losses on kill counts. We have Mr. Thunder with the top kills of my team with 2,247 kills and 1,653 losses. His archers, 235, 271, 167, 129. Really good with his archers. Very good with his archers. Bloodsworn, we have a 149, 123, 149, 183, 127, 124. Swordmasters 102, 140, 165, not bad at all. We're going to go down to myself with 1763 kills and 1786 losses. Now, I predominantly was only fighting with Iberian swordsmen. Like I said, I had 4 nobles that haven't even seen combat yet. I have 130 on one, 345 on the other. My Balearics have 75 and 86. They were just started. They just started throwing into pikes and everything. Iberian swordsman 105, 171, 112, 239, 124. Really good kills with Iberian swordsmen against Storaxes and Maribral Guard and Silver Shield swordsman. Then we got Hellbent with the top kills of the game with 2,333 kills, 2,579 losses. Not bad at all. You did really good, Hellbent. Archers could have done better. I don't know why you didn't bring 4 of the Syrians, but I understand you only need about 3 of them. Silver Shield pikemen didn't do as much. I wouldn't have brought them. I probably would have brought 2 more Silver Shield swordsmen. With the way you were fighting with them, you did well. Was general 177 kills, 158, 254, 232 on 3 other Silver Shield swordsmen. His pike, not his pike, his Storax infantry, 162, 120, 111, 162, 126, 151, 115, 177, 110, all over 100 kills. Really good job. Like Hellbent, I hope you're watching this video. You did awesome. Then we have Kara with 919 kills and 2176 losses. Kara, your army was, it could have been better. Your general 107 kills, not bad for a noble swordsman. Cavalry was kind of pointless. If you're gonna bring cavalry, you want to cycle with cavalry. Your archers got slaughtered. I don't recommend bringing the Sabian archers. I would actually bring their slingers because they got 150 range. Sorry about that. And they also have armor piercing. Now the Sabian archers do have armor piercing, but what they lack on is the range. They only have 125 range, which means most archers that you're fighting are going to outrange them. Meaning they're going to have 25 meters on your. You're going to have 25 range on your archers. So you got to get them close, and you're going to lose some before you even get into actually a position to shoot back. The Royal Guard, honestly, I don't think you should have chevroned them. If I were you, I would. Sorry about that. My cat knocked something over in the background. I would have brought more Mazgots because it looks like 2 of your Mazgots got a lot more kills than your regular Maribs. 136, 106. And the Desert Light, you brought too heavy, and you brought I wouldn't even brought in the mobile ballista. You really didn't even use it. Only got 25 kills. Definitely would have said your biggest issue was your army build. You didn't have the infantry. You only had 8 good infantry. And I alone had 7 noble fighters. So I already counteracted all your infantry. The only thing you had on me were probably your archers where you could volley up and over the walls, and you had range on me, but I could have javied you down with the 9 Iberian swordsmen. But all in all, great battle. Hellbent, you did great. You didn't pull through. You were actually doing pretty well that whole fight. But Kara, you need to stop pulling through. You need to focus more on when you give orders to your soldiers. And you just need to get a little bit better at army creations. I know you probably want to do something different, but this build wasn't the greatest. Alright, I'll see you next time. Y'all be safe.